Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Thank you all for being here with me. It is Thursday. Tomorrow is Good Friday. Yay. I hope everybody's well. Thank you all for being here with me. I so appreciate y'all. Need to start by saying I'm sorry to anyone who was in the live for last night that was scheduled for summer. I apologize so much. After my live with Sebastian yesterday, I got off and I had gone outside. I went and snooped around and found some weed killer and started spraying around the flower beds and all that stuff. Well, I am highly allergic to, I think they're called dandelions, the little white puffy things. And when you blow them, they all just fly away. And there was tons and tons and tons around. And if you can see, my eyes are still puffy. They're so puffy. But I had an explosive headache last night and I was sneezing, drainage. Oh my gosh, it was unreal. And I'm still have some effects from it. So I apologize for not showing up for my live last night. TJ sent me a message and said, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No." So I apologize for that. I will try to redo that. We'll probably do it Sunday night. And we'll definitely get to that. But welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here. Let me say hello. So let me get our banner put up here for us. It is Autism Awareness, and we want to recognize that. So, hello, Brown Eyed Girl. Hi, Marina Girl. Hi, Rhonda West. How are you? Positive Tea Time. Hello. Hi, Heather and Sue Brewer. Let's see. We got Seal. Hey, how are you? Hi, Holly S. and Roxy R. How are y'all doing? Hi, Abby. Good to have you. West End, how are you? Hey, Show Poodles. Hi, Teresa. Good to have you. TJ. So we got, let's see. Charlene's in the house and Bridget and Roxy R. I'm too honest for this. How are you, beautiful? Let's see here. Pink Warrior and Mama Dukes, how are you? Chit Chat, Lainey, Mari, how are you? Maurice, how are you doing? Hey, Donna, Bridget, Misty Blue, Kimberly, Sunset Gazing. Oh, I wish I was sunset gazing. Man, that's so relaxing to be out at the beach and just watch the sun go down. Man. Hey, Sidetrack. Tina Girl. There's Kathy Bartholomew. Hello. Let's see. Teresa Wilson. Hello. Reality. How are you doing, sweetheart? Barb. How are you doing? Let's see. I think I got it. I got caught up. All righty. Well, thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Let me get off of this banner here. Okay, so I've only got about an hour, maybe just a little over an hour to go. I have ball games tonight. My hair's still wet, so I'm waiting for it to finish up drying so I can pull all this part up because this doesn't like to do what the rest of it does. The back of my hair gets like curly and then this falls down almost flat. So I gotta do something with it. I can't have this. But let's see here. I'm going to play something that is put out on Facebook. Okay, a lot of us thought we were like we all kind of agreed. We thought this chick was crazy, but I'm starting to wonder about her. Oh, and did y'all see my mosquito bite? I got a mosquito bite and went to scratch it. Now it's all like puffed up and red. I'm like, oh my God, how gross. So I apologize if y'all have to see that. But it still itches, but it's sore because I scratched it. Always something, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to share this. And let's see here. Hang on a second. Let me get it pulled up before I didn't guess I got it all the way pulled up. Hold on. Hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. And then we got something to listen to, guys. Oh my goodness. Just wait. Let's see. Okay, I think I got it. I just don't want it to start playing. Okay, I don't know what it's doing here, but let me get over here. Too many things you got to do just to show your screen. It's crazy. Hello, hello, everybody. So glad y'all are here. All righty. So this girl is, I believe her name is Lovin', just on YouTube. So
stands for the blowjob thing that was on Roku. Criminals know, just like your dirty wife who blows everybody knows. Anyway, if you got anything to say to me, you want to take me in front of a judge, you know what I can say to that? Well, then you're going to have to bring in Dave Davidson and Richard Bishop and maybe Charles DeNaples before you question me. Because you see, Dave Davidson called me right after your stepson was taken and said, "Did you feel it yet? Did you feel it yet?" So Chris, and he also sent me the HD50 Christie cement. So if you got anything to say to me or want to take me to a judge, I'm just going to say, kiss my ass. Because then they got to bring in your little mobsters that went along with you, which would be David and Richard Bishop and your affiliation with your parents and the DeNaples. I don't think you can. So since you do that, you know what I got to say to you? Fuck you. You're a murderer. Try taking me to court. Because then you got to bring in all the others that I'll bring in with me. But all that being said, have a great day.
Wowza. Wow, wow, wow. So could y'all hear that okay? I hope y'all could. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. She seems pretty confident, but we'll see. I just thought I'd share that with you. So, hello to everybody coming in. Thank you all for being here. Love and appreciate everybody. Hey, Brianna. Hi, Teresa. Brian. Hello, True Crime. Magic Star. Hello. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all so, so much. Okay, so last night, if you were in Justin's late last night around midnight, he played a call between Seth's ex-PI, Chloe, and the Proudfoots, Mr. and Miss. If I ever in this whole entire case thought that Mr. Chris did not control the whole narrative, was not in charge of telling her what to do, what to say, and all those things, folks, I would from today on. Seriously. Okay, the connection. Let me tell you a connection I know for sure. She mentions Richard Bishop. He is the one we tagged as Yellow Coat Guy. He is a real estate lawyer from Pennsylvania. So there's some connections there. Definitely. Anyways, I'm going to play this for you all to listen to it. Then we're going to have a discussion about it. So y'all be ready, because this was at the very, very beginning. Mr. Chris completely runs the whole show, but yet he wasn't even there. And I'm going to play it from Josh's, because last night Justin played it, but he commentated a lot through it, and I need to go through everything pretty quick today. So we're going to go to Josh's here. Credit to the lab. Both him and Justin's links are in the description of this video. And thanks to them, let's listen, guys. He's getting it all set
For the
up.
record, I have not heard this, nor do I know where it came from, but I'm all in. I want to hear it anyway. Let's see here. Hey, what the frig, dude? Oh my God, dude. Where is this shit?
And guys, seriously, if he triggers you, he's going to trigger
Union
you
time.
on this.
I don't know. I don't know what he's getting me. We're going to find out.
Josh is trying to get it to play good. Love some Josh, some lab. If you haven't subbed up, y'all make sure you do. He is amazing. Amazing.
All right. Here we go. $14 minutes.
Guys, this is only like 14 minutes long. Thanks, TJ. Hi, everybody coming in.
Great. It's not playing. God dang it.
Hang tight. He'll get it playing here in just a second. Yeah, he is great. He's a great guy. And when Josh gets to laughing, I'll be sitting here by myself and just cracking up. He cracks me up when he gets tickled.
Where he's at and what he knows.
All right, here we go. Hold on.
No.
About to be right.
I'm not asking you to tell me what's right. I'm asking you to tell me what you actually know.
About
your
the
client
situation.
Should have set you down and should have told you from start to finish where he's at and what he knows, right?
Where he's at and what he knows.
No. He should have set you down and told you every single thing from day one to where we are at now.
Well, I mean, I've gotten most of my information from, I know that I know about y'all going to BJ's. I know about y'all going to Strike and Spare, and I know y'all picked up Melissa's daughter.
And say, well, hold on. See, this is where your information is wrong.
Okay.
That's what he says.
Okay. First, let me correct.
I thought that was on an interview. Didn't y'all say?
No.
Okay, everybody take note. In the background, you can hear Katie talking. And when she corrects him, y'all just wait. Just wait.
Hold on. Let's change. I need you to change your words.
Well, I mean, that's why we're talking, so we can clear things, figure things out.
Once again, y'all didn't do shit
Chris was in Memphis.
Oh, Chris was in Memphis, right? Okay, so sorry.
Don't say y'all. Thank you.
Okay, my bad.
You change your
so-
words.
Katie and Sebastian went to BJ's.
Right.
Prior to going to BJ's,
After picking up our niece,
I said prior to going to BJ's,
which was not Melissa's.
they went and picked up a niece. That name is not going to be disclosed because it has no
Has been through.
business. And I promise you, you don't want to go to that house.
That child is going through enough with this mess. But no, it was not Melissa's daughter that I picked up.
Okay.
What you do need to know is,
BJ.
all you need to know is that two sisters, Katie, Sebastian, and children went to BJ's. That is on a video footage.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Law
Yeah.
enforcement can confirm that.
Right.
She needs to be picked up.
Names
I don't know who
don't
it
need
is.
to be acted, don't need to be.
Yeah, I mean, minors' names don't need to be thrown out anyway.
Holly, thank you for that. She says, wish.com, Southern accent is back. Lord, she uses her accents, in my opinion. Thank you, Holly, for that. I appreciate that.
Exactly.
No,
My sister doesn't need any more harassment either.
Yeah, I haven't said anything about Melissa at all.
No,
I haven't even mentioned
but
her.
I'm saying
Well, Melissa,
his other sister.
once again, my two sisters, Melissa and Cassie, were there.
Change your words.
That's on video footage.
Yeah.
That has all been vetted. That has been proven. Proof of life, all that bullshit. Everything
Right,
that's taken
yeah.
from word beginning to has been told.
Yeah.
Isn't there at all.
Now, they go to BJ's. They leave BJ's.
Proof of life and all that bullshit. What?
Sebastian.
Yeah, like, who wouldn't want proof of life? I mean, hello, his ex-wife, the mother of his child, won't even talk to him. So, yeah, I would be asking questions too. And I sure as hell wouldn't have been as nice as Seth has been to them.
Sebastian and I leave BJ's. Your sisters went their own way. I don't know
I
what
know.
they did today.
Thank you,
They
Canadian
lost
Mother Bears. Good to
BJ's.
see you.
I did not insinuate a name. I didn't say who.
Just clear, and it was just me and Bubba that left together.
So you and Sebastian leave BJ's.
Okay, so can because I don't have actual times. Can I get a timeline on that?
I don't remember the exact.
I'll give you an on or about time. I can't give you an exact time.
So
I used exact timestamps to the law enforcement.
It was before noon.
gotcha. Okay. Before noon at BJ's.
Yes.
Okay.
Law enforcement has the literal, like, to the second.
We have been told we are not to give out exact times. And that
Gotcha.
came directly from law enforcement. We're not breaking that.
But like I
Okay.
said,
Folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. Law enforcement never, ever, ever told them not to give times. That's a load of crock.
they literally used my 360 and like
They got the
knew
timestamps.
That route I took.
Yes.
They knew how fast I went.
Yep.
They knew if I did any. I didn't. They know, like, they literally know every detail because we have upgraded 360. So they literally,
Well,
and I
hindsight.
have a thing in my car with a camera.
Yeah, the dash cam.
It's not a dash cam. See,
Oh,
that's
okay.
where everybody's wrong.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell people what it is, but all they need.
Why does he get so mad about that? Not a dash cam. See, that's where you're wrong. He talked to me sort of kind of this way.
In this vehicle, there was something that recorded a video and audio.
But law enforcement had multiple sources to confirm every move I made that day.
Okay.
Up to and including voice and video.
Okay.
We went home after BJ's for a little while.
And unloaded the groceries.
Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot, but yeah.
Okay.
And after they were at the house, they wound up eventually leaving there, and they go to Strike and Sperry.
Because we were gonna go bowling.
Because the plan was to go bowling, but because there was a bowling tournament going on,
Yeah.
they didn't get to bowl. They had to play video games.
There was too long of a wait list and it was a school night, so I promised to take him bowling another day, and instead we played video
Listen
games.
close.
It was Sunday night going into the school. No, it is not. It's considered a weekend. Don't take away.
He had to go to bed to get up for school the next day.
Okay, that's still on school night.
For a man to sit there and correct his wife about the night before a child goes to school is ridiculous. That tells you how petty he is about every teeny tiny word. He's a joke, guys. It's sick to hear him talk to her like that.
Semantics is a large play in this deal.
It means a night that you have to go to bed to get up for school.
And understand something? You can say that. If she puts some shit out there like that, everybody's going to think, oh, well, it was a school night. So was it Sunday?
Sunday night.
But I'm telling you how these dumbasses think. I'm explaining to you. It's all it fucking takes.
All right.
So, everybody, I dare somebody now to say, Chris is not driving the narrative on this story. Yes, the hell he is, folks. It's ridiculous.
So after BJ's went home to unload groceries, then went to Strike and Spare.
Oops.
They obviously muted and had some words out, I bet.
We played in the arcade for a while because
been vetted by video.
Yeah.
They watched our every move the whole time we were there.
Nobody spoke to Sebastian as far as any adult. See anywhere in the videos that they were followed.
Yeah,
So that is something that you're going to speculate
that's
on.
what he does, though. He talks in riddles a lot. And yes, I can. I can type 70 words a minute.
That is
I used to be able to type 90.
PI. She's
has been
on her
eliminated.
computer.
Yeah, I did talk to them about that, and they said that the cameras were shit. That they weren't really able to see a whole lot of anything at the Strike and Spare.
Okay. Strike and Spare's kind of getting up there in age.
But they went all the way back to BJ's, all at Fun Jazz.
But we went straight from Strike to
Roadhouse.
Okay.
and they confirmed again the video there. They even showed Seth a clip of it after his little "I haven't seen proof of life" comment, even though he had.
Yeah.
Which did he tell you about that?
About what?
That his little comment, he hadn't seen proof of life since Friday or
Insinuating
or
that
Thursday or Friday when I last saw or heard from my son.
Yeah, I'd heard about that comment. I mean, he hasn't said it to me, but I had heard about the comment.
But see, this is where, like, truth be told, this is where everything needs to come out.
he already knew that there was proof of life.
He knew there was proof of life prior to that. He started some shit. It caused a fucking stir. It caused a meeting. They showed him a video. Texas Roadhouse. They showed when they walked out of Texas Roadhouse.
Folks, let's make it crystal clear for the records. Seth only saw the Texas Roadhouse video when he asked for proof of life. Until that point, Seth had never seen. I don't care what Chris says. Seth had not seen proof of life. And yeah, I would question too, because listen to these two dumbasses.
Yeah.
He has seen a video of Sebastian at the fucking house Sunday night taking the fucking trash out.
Right.
From inside my car.
The person who took the trash out is very grainy. It's very dark. You can barely see other than a figure. A dark figure is all they saw. They assumed by the way he walked, it was Sebastian. That's all they could see. You can't prove that.
Yeah. So, okay, so you guys got...
Do you see the frustration where we have with your client?
Yeah, I do. But it's nice to have like a conversation with you instead of having to get everything, you know, everywhere else. Definitely.
And we went home straight from Texas Roadhouse. And we were home for approximately 15 minutes before he took the trash out. And he is on video, and the FBI was able to clear it up and confirm that it's him. Even though you can tell it's him from a mile away because of how he runs, it's just, you can tell from his mannerisms. The second you look at it, it's him running. But
See, that's very sketchy to me. And I agree, Cassie, someone could be walking like Sebastian because they know exactly how he walks, how he does all these little mannerisms, because they made sure to bring that part out in the very beginning.
still,
Okay. So he took the trash about 15 minutes. And that was about what time was that?
Don't know exactly off the top of our head.
You guys share a head?
Well, I know you told him to go to bed at about 9, right?
Listen to this.
And
part,
how much? I
guys.
mean, how much time was between the trash and going to bed?
A couple hours.
That's her typing. It's not me. This is me.
Okay.
That's just a sound effect. She's really typing. This is my typewriter, though.
Okay. And then you guys were on the phone from about what, 9 to 12?
Sure.
Phone conversation.
Josh and his
It doesn't matter. We were on the phone.
Okay.
Those details don't have.
yeah, listen,
It don't matter. We were on the phone.
it doesn't matter. We were on the phone.
Any bearing in this. It's just
Yeah.
the phone call was made, whether it was a FaceTime, a Zoom call,
The only
whether it was just a
reason-
voice chat.
Yeah, you know, the only reason that I am curious about that is just to whether it was possible that he
Irony
had heard
Rose,
any
thank
of
you
that
for gifting the Lab After
conversation.
Dark membership. Thank you so much.
No. Once again, our conversations are not where children can hear them.
well, I mean, it's not like there was anything said that was like,
Would have upset him.
bad. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like we were arguing or anything. I mean, we spend time on the phone daily because we live separately the majority of the time when he's on travel. So we call.
Yeah.
Hey, Justice Mama.
Okay.
Hi, Love Lynn.
Okay, so those we're on the phone from about 9 to 12. It was about 11 p.m. when you heard the noise from his bedroom.
No.
No,
He speaks
that's not
up.
right.
Oh, wait.
Hello?
Did they have to mute to clear that fact up? Because she clearly stated she had the timeline of she heard the noise in his bedroom at 11 o'clock at night while they were on the phone. That's the information she had. Now listen to this.
What you said was not right.
Well, can you correct me?
No.
Somewhere between 9 and 12. There was a sound heard, and Mom told him, Sebastian, whatever you're doing in there, knock it off and go to bed. He said, yes, ma'am.
Between 9 and 12.
Wow. What a big time frame he left wide open there. Kind of like he assumed Sebastian went missing between midnight and 6 a.m. They muted the phone to get this story straight. If people want to say this is not scripted, they need to go see a shrink.
All right. And then nothing until you went to wake him up, right?
No, nothing until she went to wake him up.
And that was about 6 a.m.
So, Katie,
Yes,
tell her
Brandon,
what you just
they
said,
love
so
playing
that way,
games.
for make it clear.
Well, that's
For
how
the
she
record.
started.
No, because she said that what I told you about hearing the noise, her saying go to bed, and he said yes, ma'am. Apparently, that's wrong. So correct it.
I told him, I don't care what you're doing, knock it off and go to sleep.
Did he answer?
He said, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once again, right back to what I fucking said.
Okay.
God, this
Okay.
guy is disgusting. He's absolutely disgusting. Just what I fucking said. Well, no, not the exact words, Mr. Chris. Get over yourself.
Now my dog's gonna want to start barking. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. There's something I was going to ask you. Okay, so I did want to go back to where you.
Yeah, Don Wells used to do this too. I mean, Candace would almost never speak. Katie speaks a little bit more than Candace, but
Yes. Let me find this again. I'm trying to get down to it, scrolling too fast for me. Who was it? Where is it? Where was the details about nothing about Bubba? Did you fall out of bed? Yeah. Love Win said, no, nothing about Bubba. Did you fall out of bed? Story changed again. Is anybody surprised? Hey, Kelly, thanks for coming in with us. This is insane. Just what I fucking said. No, Mr. Chris. No, not what you said.
Don was the kind of the one leading the charge. And I think
That you had said that you didn't think he ran away and that he ran away. So what do you
Yes,
think?
Holly, yes.
I don't have, neither one of us have an idea.
This was at the very
Yeah.
All we can tell you is like, that's why I asked you what you exactly know of this case, what Seth has told you makes it easier for us to fill in the blanks.
Because it doesn't make
Okay. Why do you need the mother who was with him just to fill in blanks? Why just let her tell her story, because she put herself in the position of being in the home with him by herself? But no, let's have the man who was 3 hours away say all the fucking things.
make sense.
Yeah.
Because your client has an idea in his head, and that is his
I
narrative,
like how you said like your client.
and that's what he is painting.
Oh,
So I just need to know what's being said, and I'll fill you in.
well, the thing is about Seth that I don't think he's kind of just back and forth about things, you know?
And see, that's where he's stupid and he's wrong.
Well, he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he was lured. He doesn't know if something happened in the house. I just have to say that, you know, or and he doesn't know if he ran away. Like he doesn't know.
Well, see here, let me help you something. If something happened in the house, that should never be a statement to mouth or his fucking mouth for that matter. Because quite honestly, law enforcement has already vetted all that shit, and there's nothing. There's no reason to insinuate, no reason to make that comment.
Well, I mean, I'm just being transparent with you
I know
because
you're being frank, but I'm being extremely frank with you.
Yeah.
If there was something in there that they think had an issue, they would have already have gone down that route.
Woo, he got hot, didn't he?
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about what law enforcement is thinking or what they're doing. You know as well as I do, they don't share that with me, and they don't have to, and I don't expect them to.
Exactly.
Okay.
There it is. I mean,
That's
thank you
it.
for sending that over.
I'm with Josh. What do you say? What in the hell do you say about that, folks? Sorry about the language, but my gosh, come on already. I said it from the very beginning. Chris does not want Katie to talk because she wasn't getting his story, his script, his timeline, all of it as correct as what he would want her to. Guys, this was done at the very beginning when Seth hired Chloe and Heather for his PIs. And she was trying to get all the information correct and talk to Chris and Katie. Mostly Chris, because Chris even tried to correct Katie's words. Folks, not making it up. Y'all heard it. Those were his words. He told a summary of what they did that day. Katie said basically word for word. He tried to correct her. She says it again. And he said the same fucking thing I just said. Folks, he was talking to his wife that way. He was treating his wife as if she had no clue what the hell happened that day. He's the one that wasn't supposed to be there. He should not be talking about that day at all. At all. But there he is. And we've heard now several times where Mr. Chris kind of loses his control because he didn't have control over the person saying a story or talking or whatever. He didn't like what they had to say or how they said it. Could you just imagine that man off of a telephone, away from the YouTube streets, when something happened that he didn't like? Think about it, guys. We're talking about the man who was in the home with Sebastian. And we wondered why so many CPS reports. With his anger, there's no wonder there wasn't more, in my opinion. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that is something that needed to be heard. After he blew off the other day as disgusting and vile, Seth came on. He said his words. Granted, I think it could have been done a little differently. That's just my opinion. But every word Seth said was not even close to being as bad as what Mr. Chris said. And Seth directed all of his straight to Chris. Straight to Chris. He didn't go off on other creators. He didn't go off on people's subs. He didn't go off onto all kinds of other shit. Seth clearly targeted. It's free reign when it comes to Mr. Chris being pissed off. Anybody and everybody's going to be thrown in the mix. And it's funny because he's scared of Betty, but yet he throws Betty's name in there just for good measure. They always do. They can't do anything against anybody else without adding Betty in the mix. It's absolutely disgusting. But guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. That's how these people are. Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. But yeah, that's how they are. They're all like that. People that have that anger mentality, and it don't take much, but he's so triggered. When his mother gets brought up, when his truck's GPS thing gets brought up, he's going to correct the way it really is, according to Mr. Chris. So could you imagine if Sebastian had, I don't know, maybe a thought that was different than Mr. Chris? Could you imagine? I mean, my God, the kid would probably have to live in pure hell, because you don't correct Mr. Chris. Not even his wife can tell the real story because she was there. His version was the same fucking thing. It wasn't. He didn't have the details. The whole story, the whole conversation that we listened to for those 14 minutes was controlled by Chris. And yet here we have a child missing from his home, and we're supposed to like leave them alone? Hello? With that kind of anger? I'm terrified for Sebastian. It makes me really question, is he still alive? A person that can get that triggered and get that angry, and it comes so natural to him. We pretty much know, listening to that conversation, he's used to controlling his wife. Probably explains a whole hell of a lot as to why he has so many of them. No woman should ever be talked down to. No woman should ever be controlled. When there's a marriage, you become partners. When you're parents, you parent together. And according to them, doesn't matter that there's another parent involved. They look at those kids as theirs. Our daughter, our son. But I have to call BS on that one, because I don't think Christopher will ever treat his daughter, Katie, his daughter, the way he treated your son, Katie. I would love to have a conversation with Katie without Mr. Chris being anywhere around. I know everybody talks about her as a big, strong woman because she was in the Navy and she was, over all these groups that she was a leader in. But folks, you got to remember, when you have a man beat you down the way he probably verbally beats her down, and her son as well, what's to say he's not controlling her emotions? What's to say he hasn't threatened her to keep her mouth shut? Because I seriously, after the last couple of days, I could believe that. That could be a very real possibility. For a long time, I kind of thought she was running the narrative. I thought she was just as much a part of it as he was. I know it was very easy for her to video and go live on Facebook when Nina was freaking out at the airport because she had just gotten served papers again. Katie's laughing about it, having a good time videoing her so they could show that Nina was crazy. And just for the records, to let everybody know, next week, we will start going and reviewing Nina's conversation she had and her story. I think it's something that can be looked at again after hearing the explosive filth that came out of that man's mouth. I think it's time we should review those. I can't understand a mother who can allow her son to be talked to by a man that it comes so easily and disgustingly fly out of his mouth. Folks, Sebastian is out there somewhere. Sebastian, I'm afraid we've seen a glimpse into the life that he could have had living under Mr. Chris's roof, because Sebastian was never going to be good enough for him. I see a man who, it's his way or the highway. He is so full of himself that he does keep a wife very long. He can get another one. He's charming. I just pray that this will all end very, very soon. I don't care who did this to Sebastian. God knows. And I honestly believe law enforcement does as well. But I would say to whoever knows anything, make an anonymous call to 911. Tell where he's at. That's all you have to do. Make that call. Tell where he is and hang up. There's ways to block your numbers. You can use somebody else's phone. Whatever you need to do, there's ways to do it. For a man who was 3.5 hours away, we heard his voice in charge of the whole storyline. He didn't want to tell the story or let Katie tell the story. He wanted to just fill in the blanks. So when she's sitting there and she says, so 11 o'clock, you heard the noise come from Sebastian's room, because at that time, it wasn't a thud. It was just, she heard something. Wasn't till Nancy Grace cornered her and questioned her that it became a thud. And folks, I hate to say it, but I'm afraid there was a thud that night. And I'm afraid it did come from Sebastian, his room. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I can't say. But I can give you my opinion. I can give you my thoughts. You each and every one have your own opinions and your own thoughts. But we can't sit here and say 100% this is what happened. But the two people we just heard on that phone, they can. I guarantee you, they. Katie holds the key to all of this. Mr. Chris is trying to control that key, protect that key. He does not want her to use that key to unlock this whole mystery. And to have him talk to her the way he did, folks, we just saw a whole different side of Mr. Chris. We've heard the disgusting side of him. We've heard him get angry. Today was just downright disrespectful towards his wife. Women are beneath him. And folks, I only say that because of what I've heard him say and how he has said it. I don't know the man. We're only here on YouTube. I've heard phone calls that he did not know he was being recorded on. Listen to his phone call with Terry Lynn. The phone call that she made to him while he was on Smiley's panel, and Katie covered up by saying his daughter calls. He has to talk to her. No, it wasn't his daughter. It was Terry Lynn. He calls her back. They have a 2-hour phone call or whatever the hell it was. It was disgusting. It was disgusting, all the on. All the that he was throwing out. That's who he is. Guys, that's who he is. He's a mama's boy who has protected him his whole entire life, even after he touched his sisters. Had the records expunged. That's the kind of person Mr. Chris is. He's a grown man, and his mother is still all up in his business. I don't know. My hair's wet and it's sliding down. I don't know what happened to Sebastian, but I'm scared of what I think might have. It hurts my heart because Sebastian had to live with him. The stories we've heard the neighbors tell, I didn't want to believe all those. I didn't want to think that he really called him that name, but yet Mr. Chris throws out that R word so easily on that panel. When he's attacking anybody and everybody over there that he doesn't like, he uses the retard word. And it was very easy for him to do it. Knew it was wrong because he instantly apologized, but that's how he felt. A man using that word that has a special needs stepson living in this house. Don't you know Sebastian heard those words plenty of times? So the neighbor that said he called Sebastian that, I believe that neighbor 100%, without a doubt now. Guys, we cannot be threatened away. We cannot be so full of this crap that we just walk away, because Sebastian needs us more than he ever has needed us. Yes, absolutely horrific. Yes. You know, there's a picture on the news yesterday. They did a report from the court with Betty. There was a picture, and Justin paused that video yesterday, and we saw Kathy. You could see her sitting there, and folks, she looked very, very poorly. Let me see if I can put this up here. I got it right here. We've all seen her in the beginning. This is her. This is her now. I know some people might say, you know, well, maybe she's taken the Ozempic or something. I'm going to say this. Over time, something that you've done that's so horribly bad will eat away at you from the inside out. She does look like Cruella now. It's sad to say, because that was not her. That was not her. I think, let me look here. I might have taken it down already, but there was some pictures I had. Oh yeah, here you go. This big picture here. That's what she used to look like, guys. The one in the red shirt. That was her. What we just saw, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. She doesn't look healthy at all. At all. But I'm telling you, guilt will eat away at you. There's people that know something. Yeah, love wins. I never wish ill on anybody. I never do. I don't want to even think that the mother of Sebastian could have anything to do with him being missing. That. But the words they tell us, the stories that change, the mother doesn't speak for 8 months. They do a thing on Fox, and they put up a picture without him even in it. There are so many red flags when it comes to his mother. And it's scary to think that a mother could do something like that. Guys, I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to be able to come live. If I do, it will probably be very early. We've got family coming in for Easter. Tomorrow night, we're dyeing eggs and all that stuff with the kiddos. And Saturday, we'll have a big day for them all day. But the next video that we're going to do, we're going to talk about Sebastian and what his odds are at this point. And I'll tell you this, we could put out statistics all day long. But folks, it always comes back down to this. His odds really has to do with who was involved. You can put out all the statistics, but each and every case is going to be different. And in Sebastian's case, I honestly feel like it's going to be completely up to who was involved. We know for a fact Sebastian had a step family. That's truth. Katie came into that relationship with Sebastian in tow. But yet he wasn't accepted by that family. He was beneath them. That's how they treated him. And it's so sad to think that there is any child out there that could ever feel unloved. Breaks my heart. Yes. there's so much wrong with Sebastian's case. There are so many bad things with Sebastian's case. And it starts with the mother and the stepfather and their interviews. They decided, oh, wait, the news got it all wrong. Law enforcement got it all wrong. It wasn't a sweatshirt. It wasn't jogging pants. And then it all got explained. And yet on the news, when they did the 1 year thing, it was mentioned that he was wearing a black sweatshirt and black pants. And they didn't correct it. Back to that. Once again, let's change up everything. I know there's a side that completely thinks Katie and Chris are 100% innocent, that they're nothing but grieving parents. But y'all, I'm here to tell you, oh my goodness, looky here, y'all. What a blessing that is. Brianna said, Lolly, I was blessed today. My dad's brother, he told me to go pick out a good, reliable vehicle, and he would get it for me to take my dad to his doctor. Oh, she says, I will get to go look for Sebastian too. That is amazing. Your uncle sounds like he is a super great guy. Congrats to you. That is always awesome. Guys, I do know for a fact they have made a decision with my disability. I will get something. I was on the phone and over an hour prior to this starting. I finally just hung up because I was on hold the whole time. But y'all say a prayer that when I get that paper, it will be good news. I need it. I need some good news. Like Brienne, I got good news today. I need good news. It's rough. Life is rough, y'all. Life is rough. I'm telling you, TJ, I hope so. That is awesome, Brianna. I'm hoping that when I get a chance to come that direction, I'll be able to go to. Oh, you got the 3 injections. Ooh, those are rough. Oh, thank you, Brown Eyed Girl. I need it, y'all. I do. It's rough. Every bit of money I ever get goes towards my storage building so I can keep all my things, and it's got all my son's stuff up in there. And, when you lose him, you don't want to lose any of it. I just am. My daughter and my son kept telling me just to go through his stuff and, give it away, whatever. Y'all, I don't want to. I have a friend of mine that's, when I get my own place, is going to build me a wooden box, and would burn his name into it so I can put all of his things in that box. And I told my daughter, and oh, thank you, loved ones. I've been praying, and I have just turned all of it over to God. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. And if I have to go for a judge, which will be the next step, I'm game. Let me get there. Hurry up. I'm not afraid to go before a judge and talk to him. But I told my daughter and my son, when I pass away, they can do whatever they want to with his stuff. But as long as I'm alive, I'm going to keep every bit of memory of him that I can. Every bit of it. And so that's why I hold on to those so desperately. Yeah, Grace, it's a hard thing to get through. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm telling you, I have begged, I have borrowed, I have sold things that I've had just to pay for my storage. I'm thankful my son loves me and lets me stay up here in his basement in this big old huge open room. But I'm ready for my own place. I'm ready to start a new life and adventure. Oh, toe kissing. Queen, you sweetheart, you. Thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you for that. And for the other super chat, let me just do a little thank you. Thank you dance for both of y'all. Thank you. That was super sweet. I really appreciate y'all so much. Brandy, look at you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Let me give you a happy dance too. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so sweet. I do appreciate y'all. So I'm glad y'all listened to, 5 years ago. I tell you, I love you too, Brandy. Thank you so much. A death is always so permanent in your mind. But look at Teresa. Thank you. Y'all don't have to do that, really. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. Let me give her a little happy dance, too. I like this kid. He cracks me up. Thank you. But when you know in your head it's final, doesn't mean your heart lets it go. And I've lost my mother. She was 49 years old when she passed away. My kids were babies. I lost my sister. I lost my dad. I lost my grandparents, my aunts and uncles. I have one uncle left. It's just me and my brother on our side. And I'm every one of them so much. But folks, when it's your child, it's a different ball game. It is unlike anything I have ever experienced in my life. And to see Katie sit there, and when they ask her how she's feeling, and she can't come up with words to describe it. I'm telling you, she has shut down because she knows what happened. And she has cleared that from her. She has a defense mechanism within her that has stopped the feelings. Because a mother who doesn't have a child and has lived a year without a child is still in heavy grieving. Just Jenna, thank you. Not a lot. I hope it helps. Sending hugs and prayers for peace and comfort. Thank you, guys. Y'all are so sweet. And thank you, Just Jenna. I appreciate it. I really do, guys. And here's a little happy dance for you, too. Thank you to everybody that did that. I really appreciate it. I think after today's live, I will have enough to pay for my storage for the second time. Thank y'all. Y'all are so good. Folks, we have to always keep Sebastian on the forefront. And on these YouTube streets, it's very hard to do because of all the hate. Today, the plaintiffs, I think it was Barbecue and Granny's Watching or whatever, was given a win in the court system because of the anti-slap thing. They're all happy and excited over there because they won. They shut the green team down. I took that message out of chat earlier. I don't care if people have their opinions out there just to be mean. I will take it down. My mods will take it down. You see, there's a lot of celebrating going on. But Sebastian hasn't been found yet. And his name is attached to all that hate now for forever. I'm not part of it. I have no stake in any of it. But I will say this, the hate from the other side is absolutely disgusting. And it's all done in the name of Sebastian. And we're the bad folks, guys. Keep that in mind. We're the bad people. I heard a little clip from the other side where they're talking about where they're going to go on vacation because they're taking a big vacation because they have just been through so much. And I think it's kind of fun. You don't always count your chickens before they hatch because there's always appeals. And I'm sure an appeal will be done. To me, I don't want to deal with the BS and the drama and the crap that's out there because, guys, that has nothing to do with Sebastian. I don't get a fat baby's ass what Mr. Chris thinks about me. He does not have any control over me. Family. Just doesn't. And I'll make that very clear. No one has control over me or my family. None. And people, oh, Granny's watching. They were all praising her and she's getting all this money from each and every person and plus paying for her lawyers and all that stuff. You know, celebrating over there. But we still have a missing child. But they don't care. Sebastian has gotten lost in all the hate and the drama. And I'm not playing a game. I'm not playing their game. Mr. Chris loves to play that game. Y'all all heard him. His words. Words that were the most disgusting and vile things ever that can come out of a man's mouth towards a woman. The words and the things he said to Brittany J was disgusting. And as far as he's concerned, every one of us over here can start a shotgun. If that's not hate, I don't know what is. Guys, that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't understand why they're going to stroke his ego over there. Can I also say he is absolutely a disgrace to our U.S. Navy uniform? Lady for Justice, shout it from the rooftops. But from what I've heard, he was dishonorably discharged. Go figure. Oh, I'm sure she did, Neuro. I'm sure she did. I have it on zip drives, multiple, and I just received addresses from people who actually needed it. I don't mind doing that. You put it out there, and I happen to record it. You know, there's a little over 200 of us in here right now, and thousands of them over there. But just us alone, those of us right now listening right here, guys, one of us was to say a prayer. Could you imagine? Just the gates of heaven would just be stormed with these praise and these prayers for Sebastian. And that's something you'll never hear from the other side, I guarantee it. Yeah, Charlene, I agree with you. Hey, car guy. How are you doing? Y'all. Oh, girl, that's so sweet. So sweet. I have no idea, Karen. Yeah, it's the saddest thing to have his name attached, whether or not he would F Brittany, yeah, and all the other nasty vowel came out of his mouth. He had absolutely nothing to do with finding Sebastian. Exactly. That's it. All of that hate, all of those words are attached to Sebastian because they hashtag Sebastian and everything. They have Sebastian's father on there. It's attached to Sebastian's name. Lady for Justice said I wore the uniform for my country, Army and Navy. I almost threw up when I heard the words come from him. Then to mock our uniform on top of it. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, my grandfather, my daddy, my husband, my son, my nephews. Yeah, I get it. There are so many red flags in this whole entire case. And the one person that can stop it all is Katie. I honestly believe that. Katie knows what happened that night. She put herself in that home. She was there. And folks, this is on her. And he knows it. Mr. Chris knows. Whether he was there or not, he knows what happened. And that puts him just as much a part of it as anyone. He knows. He wants to protect. I don't know that he's protecting just his wife. Because, I mean, when you're getting a divorce and that happens, you're going to throw her out. You're not going to protect the woman you're fixing to divorce. But when his family members get involved to help with it all, Mr. Chris is going to go hard. And that's exactly what we're seeing. He's going to run the narrative. He's going to make Seth look as dumb and stupid as he possibly can, because he needs to look better than he is, because has already came out that he loves to abuse children and women. So he has damage control to do for his ego, not for some finding Sebastian. But folks, I'm going to get off of here. I have 2 ball games I'm fixing to head out to. I had to come a little early on, but thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I got 3 ball games tonight, and I'm going to be loving every minute of it. I'm telling you, yes, Seth is strong, but I'm telling you this, Seth is also broken. And when you're a parent and you're broken because you don't have your child, you're a loose cannon. I never knew if I was going to scream at somebody or if I was going to break down and cry. So I hibernated. So I didn't do any of the above in public. I even kept myself from drinking a beer because I knew that if I drank enough of it, I might forget for just a little bit. And I was terrified that I would want to always forget, and I wouldn't allow myself to drink. So I laid in bed for almost 2 years. Got out of bed every once in a while to go do something, pick up groceries, maybe go to my daughter's house for a little bit. But I changed. I'm no longer who I used to be. And I'm telling you, folks, 1 year, you don't get over losing your child. It doesn't just go away. It never stops hurting. And the memories you have with him are precious and you hold on to them, but at the same time, it can destroy you all over again just thinking about it. And I couldn't imagine Katie's memory of the last night with Sebastian and what that could be. So I say to Katie, as one mother to another mother, make that phone call. Let him, your son, be found, because Sebastian deserves to be found. So guys, for now, I'm going to say love and hugs to you all. I love you guys. I am going to see about tomorrow. Can't guarantee tomorrow or Saturday yet, time-wise. So y'all just be looking out, and I'll make a post of what I'm going to do. And if it works out to where I don't get to see you guys until Sunday evening, everybody have a super great Good Friday. Have a wonderful Easter Sunday. And remember, Jesus is the reason for the cross. I love you all, and I will see you